ज़रूर से इंश्योर करिएगा कि आप इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें। हमारा जो फ्री टेलीग्राम ग्रुप चैट है उसको लोग पिन कमेंट में डाल देंगे, जाके उसको चेकआउट करिए, उसको ज्वाइन करिए, लोगों से बातें करिए और हमारे मेंबरशिप्स को भी ज़रूर देखिएगा। नाउ सिट बैक एंड एंजॉय। लेट्स मूव ऑन टू डीसी। जब हम लोग ऋषभ पंत की इतने टाइम से बात कर रहे हैं, लेट्स क्विकली टॉक अबाउट देम फॉर अ बिट एज वेल, बिकॉज आई एम श्योर यू वुड हैव बीन सरप्राइज्ड बाय व्हाट हैज हैपेंड एंड reasons are apparently quite obvious or maybe perhaps not that obvious. What is your take on it? They have also missed on players like Fraser McGurk. Do you think they could have potentially retained them? Rafiq Salam, अभी हमने उनकी बात करी. How do you see their auction strategy panning out?
Clearly, DC have a lot of work to do. I mean, firstly, I think to the outside, it looks like there was a lot of deliberations because there are two different entities, right? GMR and also JSW. They are co-owners, so they have this arrangement where one party handles it for 2 years, the other group handles it for 2 years. So one group favors one person, the other group favors one person. So that I think has brought about a little bit of confusion, maybe, or it's taken a while to arrive at certain decisions. I'm not sure, but that's the sense that you got, that it was a bit of a compromise from one side, or it was a bit of a cherry picking from another, whatever it is. So that may have contributed in the decisions. Obviously, now that Rishabh is gone, at least they've done well to have Akshar and Kuldeep. But my point is, Akshar and Kuldeep at those price points, are they? Could they have used the RTM card for them?
Really?
Because they are, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's my thinking. Yes, Akshar is a great addition and is an outstanding all-rounder, but 14 plus crores, could they have, I mean, even if they wanted to keep him in the squad, maybe could it have been an RTM option just to give themselves a little bit of flexibility? Is something that I wonder. Again, I'm not sure how they think. Kuldeep is a good addition because a wrist spinner in T20 cricket is always an asset. Jake Fraser-McGurk could be a big miss because he's shown the ability to just tee off right from get-go. Very few batters have that quality. And in a way, they brought Jake Fraser-McGurk in mid-season this year, and you saw what he could do. He made an instant impact. So that is potentially a big miss, I would think. But Delhi Capitals have definitely a lot of work to do at the auction. Rafiq Salam's another miss. Uncapped player at 4 crore. Could have been a steal, really. Very underrated. He's done an outstanding IPL for them this year. Did really well for India, emerging recently. I think in a game where 220 or 225 was scored, his 4 overs went for just 24. So Rafiq Salam's really come on well. So maybe they could have looked at him. But yeah, Delhi Capitals in that sense have a lot of work to do at the auction in terms of building a squad.
Building a squad and also finding a captain. I
Absolutely,
think as you said, this could be a season of comebacks and reunions. Maybe Shreyas Iyer would be wanting to come back to Delhi Capitals.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing.
That's
what we're hearing also, right? Like I don't know if the owner's been quoted as saying or what, but they want to go back to Shreyas Iyer, and it was at GMR who picked, I think before JSW even came into the scene, they picked Shreyas Iyer, as an uncapped Indian player at the auction in 2015. So in that sense, it'll be nice for him to come back to where it began for him.
I think just to sum this up, apart from Shreyas Iyer, वो तो captaincy वाला point हो गया. What else they should be looking at in the auction? Do they need to fill up their pacers? Nokia, Ishant Sharma, Mukesh जैसे लोग नहीं रहे हैं. Spinners, I think they are sorted. Top order भी perhaps they have just 1 or 2 holes to fill up. I think pacers should be their main concern in the auction strategy.
Yeah, go for someone like a Mohammad Shami. I mean, we hope that Shami will be injury free then. He's still now, recuperating from a long-standing injury that he's not played cricket for a year. But if he's fit, and then Shami, who knows? I mean, Shami may still have 2 years at least left in him. And talking about the reunion theme, he was part of Delhi Daredevils, right? All those years ago. And Zahir Khan was towards the end of his career. Shami was part of that setup. So maybe they can go for him. I'm not sure if Shami will still be in the same bracket in terms of demand where teams are breaking the bank for 15, 17, 20 crore. Shami will still find takers, but I think you temper your expectations considering the fact that he's coming back from injury. So Shami will be an excellent addition if they can get him, at the auction.
That's really interesting. But I think what's more interesting is what
And
happens
someone
with
like Harshal Patel, who was also part of Capitals, but went to RCB through a trade in 2020 and had the best season of his life. And on Kotla wickets, which kind of tend to slow down as the season progresses. The nature of the Kotla pitch has also changed. We should say, from being slow, low, there's been a lot more bounce and zip for the pacers. But as the season progresses, it tends to slow down a little. And Harshal Patel with his cutters and back of the hand variations and different varieties of cutters and dipping slow balls, he can be a handful. So someone like him who's not been retained by Punjab Kings could definitely be another massive value add to the Delhi Capitals.
अब सोचो अगर एक क्लिप इतनी बढ़िया थी तो पूरा का पूरा पॉडकास्ट कितना बढ़िया होगा।
तो अगर आपको इसी क्लिप का पूरा पॉडकास्ट देखना है तो यहाँ पे क्लिक करिए, और अगर आपको ऐसे ही और क्लिप्स बिंज वॉच करनी है तो यहाँ पे क्लिक करिए।